Hey everyone, welcome back to Installation 00. This is my Lore and Theories video series. In this episode we'll explore a little further into what exactly happened to Chief when he met the Librarian. This is only a quick one, but I've spoken before of the Chiefs Geas of the Isodidact and the gifts that the Librarian unlocked within Chief's Gene Song during Halo 4. But after a bit more research, I may have come to a conclusion on what Chief exactly is now that he has had his Gene Song awoken. But in order to understand this, we must first understand Forerunner rates and forms. Mutation was a Forerunner term referring to customized biological maturation to new forms or rates using a combination of genetic engineering, gene therapy and biochemical manipulation. The individual's place within their family, maniple, guild and society overall was determined by their resulting form post-mutation, which was typically performed between 2 to 5 times over the course of a lifetime and was always patterned after the individual's mentor, typically but not always their parents. Forms were different physical stages assumed by the Forerunners. Manipular, or Form 0, was the first and simplest form assumed by the Forerunner at birth. It was noted that Manipulars bore a striking resemblance to humans. The individual's form then guided their position in society, known as a rate. The various rates were Builders, Warrior Servants, Life Workers and Miners. Warrior Servants were noticeably taller, more rugged and muscular than Builders, whose forms were more refined. Aside outward appearances, there were also differences in mental and neurological functions. Higher forms of Warrior Servants had extraordinary mental abilities. They could absorb massive amounts of information from one another in an instant, share sensory input with thousands of warriors during battle, or splinter their perception of reality into multiple simultaneous streams with alternating time flows. This does bear a striking resemblance to my earlier theory that Spartans, with their Spartan neural interface, were able to interface with each other's minds and feel what the other members of their team were doing via a form of radio-assisted telepathy, or rather, empathy. The link is now on screen. To avoid oversaturating you with Forerunner lore, let's steer back to my original point. Chief, from birth, was effectively just a human with a Forerunner Geas of the Isodidact laying dormant within him. Upon Chief's augmentation, and all the way up to the events of Halo 4, he was the best humanity had to offer, and simultaneously a Manipular, or Form 0, in effect. Things changed when he arrived at Requiem and encountered the Librarian. It was at this moment that the Chief became a hybrid human Forerunner first form, being expedited through the mutation process when the Librarian awoke the Gene Song within Chief. Note this happened in 2557. Mutations generally take several years to fully appear, hence the anticlimactic moment in Halo 4 when the Chief falls to a knee surrounded by energy, then stands with his Gene Song now active and nothing happens. Admittedly, the Chief is then immune to the Composer, but over the coming years, more of these first form traits will inevitably surface, offset by the fact that he is still human, so the process may be subtler or slower. Some already have. By the events of Halo 5 in 2558, Chief was able to psychologically connect with the domain, a feat no human has been capable of at the very least for 100,000 years or more. I think by the time we get our hands on Halo 6, based in 2560, Chief may have additional abilities and characteristics granted to him by his first form mutation and the Gene Song within. Chief is due to become more than what Dr. Halsey and the UNSC made him, more than he was born to be, more than human. He will finally take his place as a reclaimer and a hybrid of both human and Forerunner. Then, and only then, will humanity, led by the Chief, be tested to hold the mantle of responsibility. Thanks for watching. Stick your comments down below and I look forward to what you have to say. If you're new to the channel and like lore theories and Halo technology being analysed at insane levels of detail, hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so next time I put a video out you're told the second it hits the shelves. I want to thank the Halo community over at Mino for their support of the channel and my rambling blog post over there. If you're not already a member, strongly recommend it, jump aboard. Link is in the description. Also, if you really like the channel, consider popping over to Patreon and give whatever you can over there. It massively helps me out and frees up more time for me to put into this Halo content and drives towards an ultimate goal that I'm sure you'll love. More details on that in the near future. Thanks again everyone, Now go rest your brains.